What's going on, y'all? We back with another fire episode. No pump fakes. You already know what it is. And on today's episode, we got Tracy McGrady on the show. T-Mac, what's going on, man?
Life, man. I'm enjoying it. Glad
For sure.
to be on here with you guys.
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
sir.
We appreciate you for pulling up on the show. You know, this is going to be a unique episode. You know, we gonna dive into some things and things like that. So how's everything been on your end, though?
Good, man. You know, started the OBL last week in Houston. That went well. In Atlanta this weekend. So there's some great things shaking right now in my world.
So what made you decide to start the OBL? You know, where's the passion behind that?
I just felt like, first of all, I mean, basketball is universal. I mean, it's global. And for the life of me, I don't understand why no one created a major platform for one-on-one basketball. You see the unique skill sets that are out here that are being displayed on the NBA, but there's some untapped talent that it's out here on each block that needs to be that have that platform to display their array of skill set. And I have, you know, two sons of my own. I have an AAU program from 5th grade all the way to 10th grade. And that's where I got my information from. Like, these guys don't watch NBA games. They don't watch college basketball anymore. So when I think of one-on-one basketball, it's like short form, you know, a game to 9, they could sit and watch all day long. And that's what they do on YouTube. My kids watch YouTube highlights and watching these guys play pickup ball from park to park. 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 turns into one-on-one basketball, and they freaking love it. Right. So I just really got my information from them and thought it'd be best to, you know, create a platform for all those hoopers out there that still have, you know, a level of basketball that I think as fans we can appreciate and want to watch.
Tracy, what are some of the rules for your league, like for the OBL? Is it make it, take it? Is it first 1-11? Is it three dribble max rules? You know, when you play one-on-one in the parks and stuff, there's so many different rules.
True. For me, it's definitely not make it, take it. I want everybody to play defense. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta line up and play defense. Guys are too skilled offensively to have you play make it, take it. I mean, some guys can run off 7 or 11 points like that. So no make it, take it. I don't want to tell you what we're playing to because I don't want nobody to steal that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we have a number that, you know, I think fits our model and works for the players. We have a shot clock that it's, you know, I think watching it this weekend was perfect for the number that we have for our shot clock. And, you know, each player has 1 timeout per game. You know, if you ever played one-on-one, you could go to 5 and you could get exhausted playing 5, and that could be 1s and 2s, right? Because if you ain't making those shots and you run it all over the court, it's tough. But for me, you have a shot clock. Once that shot clock runs out, no matter if you make a miss, next possession goes to the other guy. It change of possession. So you have, let's say you have 15 seconds, right? When that shot clock starts, you got 15 seconds as an offensive player to shoot. If you miss and get your own rebound and that shot clock is still running, you still can put it up. Shot clock runs out, change of possession.
Okay, so it is live ball rebounds. It's not just, okay,
Yes.
you miss. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And that's an important point too, right? That you talk about the shot clock and just the idea of if there's maximum dribbles, because these are all key factors into an overall one-on-one, which I think we all know. But that brings up a good point, and you know what we're getting ready to discuss now is the top 75 one-on-one players of all time. All right, top 75 players one-on-one of all time. All right, and to just provide some context for people out there, all right, we broke it down into 3 separate lists, right, Tracy? We got 6'3" and under, right? We got 6'4" through 6'8", and then we got 6'9" and up. 30 from the 6'3" and under, 30 from the middle group, and then 30 from 6'9" and up. All right, so we got our lists, all right, and we want to know your thoughts on something, right? So we're gonna start off with the 6'3" and under top 5. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, baby. I'm gonna drop in the chat for you.
Think anything on this list?
Of course. All right, we're gonna get active. Get active. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna say these out loud. So 6'3" and under in order: Allen Iverson, Kyrie Irving, Stephen Curry, Derrick Rose, and Chris Paul. Does anything stand out to you in this top 5 list?
Yeah. I will have in that list. I love Chuck. I love Bubba Chuck. I just think Kyrie in that list. And one-on-one, I think Kyrie is probably the best one-on-one player in that list, on that list. You know, with the deep bag. I think in terms of finishing, he's a better finisher at the rim than all of those guys. Although, you know, Steph can finish, but there's something different about Kyrie, the way he finished, left hand, right hand, just unorthodox type finishes. But I do love the list, but it's some guys that I think you left off.
Oh,
in that
top 5?
In 6'3" and under?
Yeah. Top 5?
For the first 5?
Man.
I mean, if you want to say a name, we what I'm saying, we can get right into it. If you want to say a name,
if there's gonna tell you, dog.
Put it like this, they'll be on the list. It's just a matter of where, right?
But I'm talking about top 5.
I need a name.
Baron Davis, dog. Baron Davis, dog. Tell you right now, Baron Davis cracked that top 5 one-on-one players, bro.
Okay.
Hey. And honestly, he might be the best one.
Is it because of his handle, size, ability, athleticism, get to the rim? Woo, that's a tough one. That's tough.
He might be the best one on that list because of the handles. He's stronger than all them guys. He's quick. He's athletic. He's a gamer, bro.
Of course. Now, look, I'm not mad at it. I like the Baron Davis pick. But you know, Tracy, I have to ask a question.
Is he in the next 5? He ain't even in the next 5.
That's not important to show. We're going to get there where he's at. We're going to get there. But no, it's not even that. Well, the next 5 are solid. Trust. But I will say, you know, of course, if you feel that. Of course.
Be in that top 5.
Okay.
What about Chris Paul though, Tracy? Because like all those guys that you mentioned in that top 5 Thea's mentioned, none of them play defense the way that Chris Paul plays defense.
That's true.
You talk about your league. That's a factor. It's not just make it, take it. It's like, no, you got to play defense as well. So Chris Paul may have a conversation to be at least top 3. We just talk about defensive purpose.
Okay.
That's
if you being real.
And his mid-range is butter. And he going to get to his spot. And you can't affect his shot. Who was number 4?
Derrick Rose.
We got Derrick Rose. See, it's easy to say a player should be top 5.
Woo!
It's easy to say that a player should be top 3 or whatever. But the question I always have to follow that is,
who would you take out?
Well, who would you take out? Now, of course, you don't have to answer that, Trace. Obviously you don't burn any bridges. But of course, this top 5 is pretty solid. It
is solid. It is solid, and we always can think that we can add somebody else in. But I'm telling you, BD is in top 5.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm not mad at it at all.
I'm not. And I think with AI and Kyrie though, I feel like it's kind of like 1A, 1B. It's almost like obviously the bag for Kyrie is there, but AI is it's AI. You feel me? Like it ain't too much explanation needed. But that'd be a good one though. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So let's send you these next 5. All right. And you're gonna see these names, and you might have some.
It might get serious.
Nasty. Yeah, it might get nasty. There's a heads up. All right, here we go. Oh, let me say this out loud again for people. All right, so 1 through 5, we got AI, Kyrie, Stephen Curry, Derrick Rose, Chris Paul, in order. 6 through 10, here we go. 6 through 10, we got Gilbert Arenas, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, Isaiah Thomas, and Jerry West.
Which Isaiah Thomas?
Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas. This second 5 has a little bit more OGs in it, just out of respect. We got Logo in there. We got a 2-time champ.
Gil is another one that can go in that top 5.
Yeah.
Gil is another one that could go in that top 5. And I would go as far as to say is if there's a matchup between Gil and Steph Curry, I'm going with Gil, bro. Listen, Steph is the greatest shooter, but when we're talking one-on-one basketball, and I have Steph and Gil, I'm gonna put my money on Gil.
Ooh, why is that?
Because that's what he does. That's what he does. He's a one-on-one certified killer, right? That's who he is. He doesn't need a screen. He doesn't need to run off screen. Give me the rock, and he'll take anybody. Like his bag is like that. Like he's like that one-on-one. Steph, on the other hand, he's good one-on-one. I don't think his one-on-one ability is with Kyrie. I don't think it's with Gil and BD.
So
I don't, because
just to be clear now, is Steph top 5 for you?
We're talking these guys. Not only are they 6'3", but they're big and they're strong, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I will give them the advantage, because they're strong. And Steph he's not as strong as them guys. Now he shoot better than all of them. He shoots better than all of them.
So Tracy, is Stephen Curry top 5 for you for 6'3" and below? Is he a top 5 one-on-one player?
No. No. Not top 5.
Not top 5.
No. I won't. No.
I get it. I get why people would say that, just because like the off ball and like he's better at shooting and stuff like that. But that's tough. That's tough.
Let me ask you something. When you watch Steph Curry play with the ball, and then you watch a Gilbert Arenas with the ball, and it's an isolation, who has the better one-on-one skill set? Steph got to, cross over behind the back and pull because he shoots the ball exceptionally well.
Yeah.
I'm going in the bag.
I'm with you. I mean, Gil, he did damage.
Especially in the half court, too.
I
think that's
right.
That's what we had to talk about, the half court. The half court is like key. Like when we talk about like Baron Davis, you talk about Kyrie Irving, you talk about Chris Paul. These are guys that can break you down in the half court where in the game it's not like off a fast break transition like Stephen Curry likes to do. So I can see Tracy's point. But it's still it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
It's challenging.
It's tough. It's tough.
Because of how well Steph shoots the freaking ball.
Yeah.
But I gotta look at Gil can shoot the rock too, right? I ain't saying he can shoot better than Steph, but Gil can shoot the rock. And one-on-one, he lives it. That's who he is as a player. Steph is not a one-on-one basketball player, right? Like he's not. These guys are. They are.
Yeah. To Tracy,
he can be. I feel like though he can be. He's not, but he can be if he has. I feel like if Steph was in a one-on-one setting, I think if he really needed to and if he really wanted to, I think he could get busy. Those other guys did it because I feel like they had to, right? And they weren't as great off the ball as Steph is. But I think if Steph was really on some, okay, I'm gonna be a one-on-one guy and really get in my bag,
I think he can. I think he can get in his bag. When we're talking about guarding those guys, though, I think they will fare better guarding Steph than Steph will fare guarding them. That's all I'm saying when it comes to one-on-one, right?
I'm with you.
So,
it's tough. And to Tracy's credit, when we talk about Gilbert Arenas, like Gilbert Arenas kind of like pioneered that combo guard, shooting deep. Like we see Stephen Curry, we see Dame do it, but like before, like those two, Gil was kind of doing that shit. So that's.
I got another one in there. I just want to see if he's in this next list, though.
I got you. Yep.
I want to see if he's 15 because he was cold-blooded too.
So wait, before who wins a game of one-on-one? Damian Lillard or Russell Westbrook?
I'll go with Dame because I go with Dame because he's the better shooter and a better shot creator. So I'll go with Dame.
How do you feel about Jerry West being number 10 on that list? I think that's kind of, for historic sake. Like let's
Yeah,
put
we
Jerry
just
West on there.
Tip the hat off. Tip the hat off. Yeah.
we paying homage to the logo. But there's some
Okay.
guys that I got some guys that'll bust his ass though.
Right. Out of respect, you gotta have the logo somewhere.
Respect.
We pay homage to that though.
Yeah.
Okay.
We entering, I think, that territory. Right. I think you're gonna like these names. All right. So again, 6 through 10, we got Gil, Dame, Russ, Isaiah Thomas, and Jerry West. All right. 11 through 15 being sent your way right now. Number 11, we got Ja Morant. Number 12, we have Baron Davis. Number 3, we have Trae Young. Number 4, we have Tiny Archibald. Right? And then we have Stephon Marbury.
For 15, right about the 15.
So in that 15, Steph. Yeah.
Yeah.
In that 15,
Yeah.
in that 15, I would take one guy out and add one in. I would take Trae Young out. Love Trae Young's game, though. I would take him out, and I would add Darren Williams.
Yep.
I would add Darren Williams to that list.
Is that because of like strength?
That's because strength. He can shoot the ball. He's shifty. He has it on the string. Bigger, stronger. I'm going with D. Will over Trae Young.
I get it. That one is tough just because of Trae Young's size. But scoring wise, Trae is probably top. I mean, it's a tough list. I want to say top 7, but like defensively, he at the same time is probably on the bottom tier, and that's just the nature of it. There's nothing that he can do. But I get it though. How you feel about Ja? Is it too soon? Is it too early for Ja? You think this high?
No.
No, I agree, but I'm just gonna ask. Yeah. The timing of this recording is beautiful, but of course, yes.
Nah, it ain't too soon for that. Ja belongs on that list in that area right there. He's tough, man. You should have seen how they were trying to pack the lane to stop this kid, and he still was getting in there and getting up a shot. His explosiveness, just elusive, and to me, he has a I don't give a mentality. You know what I mean? That's how he attacks. Watching him last night in the fourth quarter, I don't give a. I'm going at it. Try your best to stop me. It ain't gonna work. I love that.
And this was to the Warriors too. I mean, me and Ahmad, we talked about like you doing against the Timberwolves. All right, that's cute. That's they got a younger squad and all that. But you doing it against some guys who are Hall of Famers, right? You doing it against some guys that got championships. That's where I really want to see the talk. Right?
Yeah,
like this matters now.
He's worthy. He's worthy of being on that list right there.
I have only problem I have is you say you would take Darren Williams out for Trae Young and put Darren Williams in the top 15. I don't mind Darren Williams being in the top 15, but I feel like Trae Young has to be in the top.
Don't take Trae out.
Yeah, I feel like that's hard taking Trae. Trae's cold, man.
Trae's cold.
And then you talk about Tracy. You talk about like Stephen Curry, but like in the half court setting, one will argue that Trae Young gets busier in the half court than Stephen Curry. So
I agree.
So that's what I'm saying. If you taking out Trae, like that's tough.
Okay, so let's throw the question out there. Who wins the game of 1-on-1, Trae Young or Stephen Curry?
Trae for me, probably. It's probably Trae.
And it's tough. If you play the best of 5, that's a tough one, bro. I don't know. That's a tough one.
No. I don't know.
Trae's a little quick. Trae is quicker off the dribble.
No, I don't know. I know pump fakes. No shoulder shrugs. We need answers. Ahmad, who you got? Who you got? If you had to choose one,
Trae Young. Trae is quick off the dribble.
There's no wrong answer here for the record.
I think Trae has a little bit more moves in his bag as well.
He does.
It's just like handles a little bit more tighter. Floater game. Like Trae's serious. Like Trae, if you look at Trae when he playing the NBA games, like he also operates at the second zone of basketball court really, really well. So it's just like Trae's offensive package is crazy. It's really serious. Like
it's just on that defensive side where it gets a little nasty. That's all. But there's nothing that he can do about that. But how you feel about Baron Davis and Stephon Marbury, right? Who do you think wins a game of 1-on-1 between those two? That's a tough one for you, I know.
That is
That's a tough one for you, yeah.
I think for them, their shooting is on the same playing field. It's on the same level shooting wise. Both of them got handles.
Yeah.
I think BD is a little bit bigger and stronger. But Steph is just so damn quick, man.
Yeah.
Again, it's a toss up, bro.
Of course, yeah.
It's a toss up. That's one that.
Yeah.
You know, if they played a game of 5, I think it'll be 3-2, and it could go either way.
Yeah, and that's the thing too about organizing these lists in terms of classes, right? Because it really is a pick your poison kind of thing. But you know, it's almost like you can make the case that in a game with all of them, the top 5 guys may not win. Like if one of these other guys outside the top 5 like really gets hot, like if Gil really decides to spaz, he could probably win the whole thing. That's
real.
If Dame is really feeling like that, he could, go out there and beat all of them. Like
no argument with you on that one.
Yeah. So all right, so we got 16.
But
go ahead.
In saying that, see, I don't think Steph Curry can win it.
Oh, get back to the Stephen debate. That's so tough. That's so tough.
Let me tell you something.
I think that Stephen Curry
Steph can win it.
You asking me if this?
Out of all the players we just named, that top 15, you think Steph can win it?
I do. I think Steph Curry could win it. If on a given day, I think he could. I mean, it's still Stephen Curry. It's not like I get it. He's might be better in the off-ball setting, but he's also not like a guy who, if he's in a one-on-one setting, okay, he might score.
Yeah,
he's cold.
He can get hot.
Like I said, I get it. I get it. Some guys are just meant to just get busy on a one-on-one, but it's still Stephen Curry.
I'll tell you this, Tracy. I think Stephen Curry more likely to win than Damian Lillard, because even though Damian Lillard creates off the dribble, but Damian Lillard, you watch Damian Lillard in the Portland Trailblazers, he gets most of his shots like off of screens. Like really, if you really being honest.
Oh, Dame?
Dame.
Yeah, but if you
Steph too though, low key.
Yeah, but Steph's handling ability is a little bit better than Dame, especially creating off the dribble for distance. So
of course,
I don't know. I would take Steph more likely to win than Dame.
And I don't even know if I'll say a little bit. I don't know if it's a little bit. I mean,
who's a better shot maker to you?
Probably Damian Lillard.
Yes. To me, Dame is a better shot maker.
It's like I said, it's tough. It's tough. It's not. It's really. There's no wrong answer. All right, so we got what's this? 11 through 15. Ja Morant, Baron Davis, Trae Young, Tiny Archibald, and Stephon Marbury. 16 through 20. All right, here we go. 16 through 20. We got Tim Hardaway Sr., C.J. McCollum, Darren Williams, Donovan Mitchell, and Drew Holiday. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, there may be some mixed opinions about Drew Holiday in terms of this one-on-one. But if we talking two-way, if we talking about guarding and scoring, Drew Holiday is cracking the top 20.
I love Drew Holiday.
He's cracking the top 20 when it comes to 6'3" and under one-on-one players. He's cracking the top 20.
I agree with you. Tim Hardaway.
Oh, I don't like how you are. Just I don't know. I mean, that's kind of hey.
No, I mean it's cool. But he's not. It's about probably about 15 guys on that list more. I'll probably take over. That's me being honest.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I'm trying to think of some guys in my era or even before that.
We got a couple of honorable mentions once we crack the 34. Just in case you need to push, some other names I might run across. But I wanted to run through all the 30 first before I gave you the extras that you might feel should be on it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I listen, because I can't fill in the blank or remove anybody. I don't have anybody in mind right now, so I guess I'm good with that.
Okay. Who wins a game of one-on-one? C.J. McCollum or Donovan Mitchell? Yeah, yeah, that's tough. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
but hey, that CJ
That's
got a big bag, boy. Hey,
Yes, sir. Skill
CJ
set
gonna
crazy.
get to his spots and he create. Hey, he know how to create some space.
but
I'm
that,
going. With, I think I'm gonna go with CJ on that one. I'm going with CJ.
No,
the thing
Matt.
is, I like about this list, it's not arguing who you building a franchise with or who's better. It's straight up who can you count on to get a bucket, right? Who
Yeah.
do you think is going to win a 1-on-1? And but I don't know, Spider. He done some things in the playoffs. He done eliminated some guys in the playoffs. I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a
They're
tough one.
all tough.
And this is what CJ does too. This is what CJ does. So
CJ got a bag, bro.
oh yeah, I think if we're talking like straight up bag, CJ's probably like he's higher than where he is, but bag wise, he may be higher than
The one thing that's tough about him is he's highly skilled, right? He's highly skilled. He's not the quickest, he's not the fastest. So you can't speed him up. Whereas Donovan is really, his speed. Like he's going at one speed. Is he really shifty like that? Like
he's not as I'll say not
right,
as shifty, not as
right. He's not as shifty as CJ. CJ can keep you off balance. Crazy to get his shot off, and he knows how to create space.
Yeah. And I think the thing is about both of these guys, right? I feel like they're low-key undersized twos. But the thing is, that comes to play when where bigger guards are guarding you. But in this setting where everyone is 6'3" and under, I mean, that's not a weakness anymore. You don't got 6'6", 6'7" shooting guards guarding you. So that's, I don't know, that's an interesting one. You said you cool with that's a good one. Drew Holiday or Deron Williams. There's a lot of power between those two. There's a lot of power between those two. Drew Holiday and Deron Williams. That's one where it's like, okay.
Man, stop asking me who I
Deron Williams is tough though. Like people forget, Deron Williams was a top 2 point guard in the league for years until them injuries. Injuries started. It was conversations with Chris Paul or Deron Williams. Like,
no doubt.
Oh yeah.
This next fight out there is 21 Steve franchise.
Yep. So we got 16 through 20. We got Tim Hardaway Sr., CJ, Deron Williams, Spider, and Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all got Tim Hardaway Jr. over Stevie franchise? Are you kidding me?
21. We got Steve franchise.
21 through 25. We got you. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
I got it. Steve franchise. 22 Tony Parker. 23 Kemba Walker. 24 Chauncey Billups. 25. There's another person people sleeping on. John Wall. Like,
yes.
Yeah, John Wall. I mean, I think where we got John Wall is, I think, where he needs to be.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I think when it comes to shooting, I think all those guys shoot the ball better than him.
What about defense though?
Who else we had in that list?
Steve Francis. Yep. Tony Parker,
Tony
Kemba,
Parker and Chauncey Billups.
Yep, and Kemba.
Ooh, Kemba's tough too.
I think John's size and defensive ability, those two things combined. I know a lot of people think of him more of like a facilitator somewhere on the offensive end, but defensively and that size and this 6'3" and under group, I think he might be making some noise. But again, it's a solid list. It's not.
Yeah, it's very
no.
well possible. I mean, listen. All these guys are tough, but I think he's right where he needs to be out of all these players. Chauncey, big guard, smart player, can shoot. Not really shifty like that. Got a little right to left crossover, step back.
Cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he does what he has to do. I mean, it might not be as fancy as the other guys, but the goal of one-on-one is put the ball in the basket, and that's what Chauncey can do. So
I think in that group, Kemba Walker and Steve Francis is as shifty as they come.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Tony Parker though? I feel like Tony Parker's the most underrated point guard of all time. Honestly. Like, yeah. I think Tony Parker was serious.
He was. You don't think that was the system?
Let's talk about it. Please, let's talk about it. Please, let's talk about it.
And he was great. I'm just saying that you don't think it was the system.
I think it was a little bit of both.
But in terms, we talk about one-on-one. That system goes out the window.
Yeah.
Right. The X and O's. They're having a great coach.
Let's not pretend like Tony Parker wasn't 6'2", leading the league in points in the paint. That's what I'm saying. Like Tony Parker was serious. Like LeBron James was guarding him in the finals for a reason. 1-on-1. Like he was tough.
For sure.
I hear you. We got some killers on this list though.
So I think TP is right where he needs to be too.
Okay.
It's very challenging. Yes. It's very, 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 very challenging to do something like this. So, all right. So we had, what was that, 21 through 25, C. Francis, TP, Kemba, Chauncey, and John Wall. So to round out, all right, our 26 through 30, 6'3", and under one-on-one players, we got Lou Will, Monte Ellis, Nick Van Exel, Jamal Murray, and Brandon Jennings.
Lou Will,
see, y'all tripping, bro.
Lou Will, baby. Yes.
See, man, look, Lou Will, Monte Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
Who else you said?
Monte
Nick
Ellis.
Van Exel, bro.
Jamal Murray and Brandon Jennings. Listen. I'm all for moving them up.
Guys can actually be in the top 15.
Mm.
For real.
I already know you're talking about. Yeah, it's tough.
Hey, Nick the Quick. Nick, man.
Yeah.
I like the top 30. And obviously, we can go in and we can, remove and replace. I like it. I think that top 30 is, I don't know if you give me a name, I don't know who I would take out.
You want other additional names?
Give me the guys that you guys have outside of that 30.
So Rod Strickland.
Oh my God! How? Nope. Nope. We ain't gonna do that. Yeah. We're not gonna do that. Rod Strickland gotta be.
I know.
He's got to be in the 30.
And it's unfortunate.
He's got to be in the 30.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It really is. And you know, when you create lists like this, someone isn't. Darius Garland was another name.
Yeah, he's a young folk. We can't get him that.
No! Don't let that be the reason, though.
He's a baller.
Don't let that be the reason, though.
Who else we had? We had Isaiah Thomas as well.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas. But I think defensively, that was the only reason why. Yeah. I tee.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm kind of with Tracy. Like, I respect the logo, but he
can slide. He can slide out of the 30 though completely. Y'all can say it. I mean, hey,
no, probably.
Y'all can say I feel.
He can slide out the 30.
He can slide.
He can slide out the 30.
Tracy, you think out the 32 completely?
He can slide. Yeah.
Okay. I get it. I mean, but y'all know why. I know why. I mean,
I'm not gonna hold you. Tim Hardaway Sr. probably can slide out to 32.
I didn't want to say it.
We got you.
I'll say it. I'll say it. It's serious. Like, evolution is real.
Yeah. So, all right. So, Tracy, were there any names that you feel like we didn't say or didn't discuss that you might feel like should be somewhere here, or at least mentioned, even if it's not the top 30? And the thing is too, like, obviously there's a lot more hoopers and ballers out there that's 6'3" and under, but like if they weren't able to crack the top 30, then there wasn't even a.
I'll give you one name. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Yeah.
Yep. He was actually on the honorable mention. Yep.
Yeah, he was on there. Yeah.
He top 30. Yeah, he should be on there. He was nasty. So yeah, I think he deserves to be on there. But all in all, I respect.
Solid list. I told you it'd be real and authentic list. It wouldn't be no gimmicks.
You know somebody else that can be on this list that y'all probably be like, man, you crazy as hell. But he could score the rock, bro. Earl Boykins.
Really?
Earl Boykins.
Okay.
Yes.
Defensively, we don't think
He's
it'd be a
strong. He's stronger than you think.
Hmm.
He's stronger than you think.
Not
Yeah.
mad.
yeah. Neither. I mean, a lot of these lists are just. I feel like just about like lasting, right? Like, can these guys last in a game of one-on-one with all of them? And I think
Right.
to that
Especially-
point, you know,
especially-
can
I
you
will
hold
say-
your own?
I also will say, especially with Tracy McGrady's like league, like it's different playing make it take, but when you got a shot clock and you got to play defense, like and you got to turn that ball over, it's like a real that's a real thing, like
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
you got to do both.
yeah,
Facts,
6'4",
facts.
6'4" to 6'8". Let's get it, Thiz.
Yeah. So we'd get with the top 30, 6'3" and under. If you could, Tracy, if you would like, could you give us your top 5, 6'3" and under
Yeah, put them on the spot.
one-on-one players? I know he ain't think we were just about to fast forward and slide without your personal top 5. In order to, if you don't mind, if you dare.
I can't.
What's going on?
No, I'm saying
What?
it's impossible to do it in order.
Oh man,
There's no pump fakes.
Just
You
come
gotta
on now, guys. We
put your
need
name
5
on it.
We
Put
need
your name
5.
on
It's
it.
yours. And
Put
we're
your
gonna take
name
a
on it.
fancy. We just need 5.
You saying the 6'3" and under class?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Of the list we just okay.
It could be. Yeah.
So my top 5: Kyrie, Gil,
Mhm.
BD, it's hard, bro.
No, you're almost there. You're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Gil,
Need 2 more.
Kyrie, BD, AI, and
Go and say
No,
it. Go and say his name.
don't say that. I want him to get to the finish line. I want him to just say the name and then we can slide.
D Rose.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Not bad at it.
Gil,
MVP.
BD, Kyrie, AI, D Rose.
All right, bet. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. All right, so we got your 5.
That's
Okay.
tough.
That's tough.
You think that was tough? 6'4" through 6'8".
Hold on, before we go, I want to trace.
Go
Nobody.
ahead.
What about? We didn't mention this name. What about Steve Nash? How do you feel about Steve Nash?
All right, come on.
I just want to know.
No,
I
come
thought
on.
about
No,
Steve Nash.
I just want.
Come on.
I thought about Rondo too.
Come on.
This is crazy.
What?
I'm not crazy. What? I didn't say anything.
You doing that for Rondo or Steve Nash?
Both, and there's no shade to them. No shade to them at all. But I think in terms of the setting that we're talking about for this one-on-one, put the ball in the basket, no screens, no X's and O's. There's a shot clock, mano-a-mano, island work. There's levels. That's all it is. It's no disrespect. There's levels. That's all it is.
I
It's
feel
levels.
Ray John will fare a little better than Nash, but I feel you.
I mean, they both would, but y'all see the names. Y'all just said how hard it was to get to 30. There's no shade to them, but there's levels.
Right, but I think Rondo would beat Tony Parker though in one-on-one.
I mean, personally, I wasn't that high on Tony Parker because of the whole system thing. But I mean, you know, out of respect for the chips. Out of respect for the chips. You feel me?
I respect
you know, the Jerry West and Tim Hardaway. You know,
Tony may not be on that 30 if we really looking at it.
All right,
let's get to the next.
Right. All right, now we're entering.
This is a real list.
This.
Everyone buckle up. We entering your territory now. All right, we entering your territory. So we got 6'4" through 6'8". All right, 30 names, top 5.
This is tough.
1v1. Let's do it.
Man.
They thought the 6'3" and under was tough. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
This is gonna be a challenge.
You ready? Are you ready? You ready? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Number 1, we have Michael Jordan. Number 2, we have Kobe Bryant. Number 3, we have Tracy McGrady. Number 4, we have Carmelo Anthony. Number 5, we have Kawhi Leonard.
What?
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Say it
Talk to me.
again,
Let's get into it.
Say it again for that last one.
Let's have the dialogue. Let's have. Understand, Ahmad, this is a one-on-one. Just two sides of basketball. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I understand, but like when we talk about,
listen, no disrespect to Kawhi Leonard, but who put Kawhi Leonard in the top 5?
It was a group effort. Not gonna throw anyone under the bus.
Oh,
But-
so y'all took Kawhi over KD?
Well,
Oh,
KD
damn.
6'9" and up, 6'9" and up, 6'9" and up. You know,
Got it.
KD's a
My fault.
that's a
My
oh
fault.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
You still right though, Tracy. You still
My
right.
fault.
But let me tell you something. You're still right because he's not top 5. So that's
damn.
Two-way, fellas. Two-way.
Already know KD is number 1.
Yeah, KD. Yeah.
So okay.
Don't be too short, but go ahead.
I wouldn't say. And when we're talking about this, it's not that I don't like these players. It's just
of course. Right. It's all love. It's all love. Everybody know. Yeah.
I wouldn't take Kawhi over PG.
Talk about it.
I wouldn't take
about
Kawhi.
it.
You know what?
No.
I don't think I agree with that statement, but I do appreciate the fact that you mentioned Paul George's name. Because that means if I had to guess, you probably have him somewhere in the top 10. So I'm thrilled to hear you say that.
Yeah. I just think PG with his bag, I would take PG over Kawhi, and that's just my opinion. You know, just based off of the game. And honestly, I was thinking about what's crazy. I was thinking about this yesterday. PG and Kawhi is similar to Kawhi. I mean, PG and Kawhi are similar to Steph and Kyrie in a sense, right? Because they're both really good. When I talk about Steph and Kyrie, they're both really good skill-wise, right? Both got handles, both can shoot, both can create, but it's personal preference. So when you watch them play, it's like which one is more appealing? Like which one do you resonate and feel is more of your style and who you like? Mm-hmm. And Kyrie, to me, not to say that Steph is less of a player, but it's just something about Kyrie's style that I love. And then when I'm watching Kawhi and PG, I love PG's style. And both of them have footwork, right? Both of them shoot the ball. I think just PG has a little bit more. And both of them are solid, great defenders. I think PG has a little more in a style that I love to watch and that I could resonate with.
We heard this. I've been telling people about Paul George. Paul George is crazy. Like Paul George arguably has probably from the 6'4" to 6'8" range, probably the best handle of all time if you really want to talk about it. Like his handle is that crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like he's that serious. So having them top 5 1-on-1, I'm with it.
I'm putting PG over Kawhi. Now Kawhi's in that next list, but I gotta put PG in.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you. I'm not gonna say the whole list just yet, of course, but it's very similar to the Baron Davis situation. Just a quick warning for you. But No, but look, I agree with Paul George, right? And again, with these lists, like it's very, very tough to do. PG definitely has I feel like a bigger bag than Kawhi, but Kawhi defensively, and he might just beat you and not say a single word, And
George ain't no slouch defensively either, though.
At all. Oh, they gonna go back and forth. You feel me? Like it ain't it ain't gonna be a shutout. But that's tough. So all right, so gotta throw this out there too, and it's just to see your thoughts. I know you said you didn't want to answer this question, but I'm gonna ask it in. Who do you think is gonna win the game 1-on-1? Kawhi Leonard or Carmelo Anthony?
Melo. That's the easy one. Melo. This is what Kawhi is not a one-on-one player. Melo is a one-on-one player. That's what Melo does. That's his game. He doesn't need a screen, quick jab step, quick shot, elevate up. Come on, bro. Like, yeah, Melo.
So which one do you think how big is a gap between, let's say, Carmelo's defense and Kawhi's offense? No. I'm not, no, for. I'm not throwing shade or anything like that. And the reason why I say that, because obviously we all know Carmelo's going to put the ball in the basket. We all know Kawhi is crazy on the defensive end. But again, to all of our points, in a one-on-one, everything has to be considered.
But understand, in a one-on-one setting, you're locking in more so than you will in a 5-on-5, because you can relax. Oh, you can't relax one-on-one. So let's get that out the way.
Hey, of course.
I'm taking pride in what I do. 5-on-5, I got Marcus Camby behind me. I got a guy over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I got areas where I could be covered. So I know I can relax. I ain't got to put that type of effort in guarding my guy, right? I got to go down here and score 30. I got to go down here and score 30. You know what I'm saying? So one-on-one, don't be fooled by what we see in the NBA in terms of these guys' defense. Like they could lock up if they have to.
Right.
It's like
they'll take more pride in one-on-one.
Yep.
Absolutely. I agree. But I mean, that's a question that just, had to be addressed. Of course. I'm with you, though. I'm with you.
So I'm going Melo.
Fair enough. Now, I have to ask, how do you feel about your place on this list?
In that class, I
Yes,
feel
sir.
good. I feel real good.
You added the words "in that class." Was there a reason, or is this?
No, because you start adding like the KGs and the KDs, the KGs, like start adding them guys in. It becomes a little bit more challenging. But
Yeah,
in this class, I like
for sure. Just put the ball in the basket. Amar, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I ain't got no problem with it. Only thing I will say that, you're gonna name this next player, but James Harden probably has an argument to be in that top 5. But other than that, go ahead, name the next.
Here we go.
10.
Yep. So 1 through 5, we got Mike, Kobe, Tracy, Carmelo, Kawhi. 6 through 10. All right, for guys, 6'4" through 6'8", we got Dwayne Wade, we got James Harden, we got Julius Erving, we got Charles Barkley, and we have Devin Booker.
This nasty.
Can I understand where the no is coming from? Can I understand where the energy is to the no?
No. Take Dr. J out.
Take him out.
Whoa.
Take Dr. J out.
I was with you on the Jerry West. Okay, because
take him out. Take Charles out. Take him out.
Settle down, bro. Charles too?
You gotta take Charles out too, bro.
Oh, so we're just picking guys that have played past the year 2000? Is that what the?
Evolution matters, man. Like when we start talking about one-on-one, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like,
no, not Dr. J, bro.
Dr. J ain't it? Dr. J. Come on, I understood the Jerry, but Dr. J.
Green beat Dr. J 11-0.
Okay, well,
Most Green.
that's. All right, well, damn. I
just see that today. That's why I said it.
All right, well, you got me.
So we're 6'4" to 6'8". Those first
Yes,
two,
sir.
James and D Wade and James, yes. But
stamped.
Dr. J, Chuck, and who was the other one?
Devin Booker.
Book. I think Book is he's right there with them 3 guys.
Yeah, and don't worry too. Again, like we'll, as we say more names, you'll probably say, oh yeah, these guys definitely should be moved up ahead of, to your point, Charles and Dr. J. So,
but I would take Ron Artest over both of Charles and Dr. J.
Amar, what are your thoughts on that statement?
If the Malice and the Palace didn't happen, we'll be talking probably about Ron Artest potentially being like a borderline like top 75 player of all time.
I'll take Paul Pierce over them too.
Paul Pierce,
Pierce.
Woo! Tracy, I'm not. There's a lot of mixed opinions on where Paul should be on this list. Do you think he should be top 10?
Yes. For 6'8", wait, he's what, 6'7"? Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the group. Yep.
Hold on, bro.
It's a lot of guys coming. It's a lot of guys coming up next.
I can't wait to certain people hear this episode of where Paul Pierce should be in this one-on-one list. I think that he should, be high. Paul Pierce is cold and stuff like that. But I mean, hey,
I'll be honest. After
y'all got Dr. J and Charles Barkley over Vince Carter and Paul Pierce and Ron Artest and
it's nasty.
But I mean, like I said, we can't just have, and it wasn't done intentionally, but we can't just have, the first 15 names be guys that played between, 2003 and 2013.
That's crazy because Tracy.
Because there's some sort of, yeah, he's on here. Yeah, Charles, no.
Scotty said Ron Artest is crazy.
No, how you feel about Book though? Talk to me. Like, what's your thoughts on Devin Booker's game?
Oh, Book's nasty. Mm-hmm. Book's nasty. I like his game. Highly skilled. I love his mentality. Mid-range, got handles, get to his spots, strong. I mean, you score 70 points, bro. You got game. Hold on, Penny, G Hill. Hold on, what are we doing?
Yeah, they're here. They're here.
G Hill.
They're here. They're here. But I mean, they.
Stop the press.
Go ahead.
Stop the presses. G Hill is not in y'all top 5, top 10. G Hill is not. Grant. I want to hurt so bad.
Grant's being Charles Barkley in the game of Uno.
Yes.
I gotta ask. I mean, that's not a.
Start there. Let's run them off.
All right. There's so much shade to Charles Barkley, man.
No, that's not shade. It's not shade.
Okay, first of all, the way y'all said it one at the same time, but no, not at all, brother.
Run it off. Run 11 to 15.
Come on, dog. We talking G Hill, bro.
Cold, absolute cold.
Yeah, we talking G Hill. G Hill top 10 and
for sure. So we got 6 through 10. D Wade, James Harden, Dr. J, Charles Barkley, Devin Booker. 11 through 15 coming right at you. We got Scottie Pippen, Paul George, Paul Pierce, DeMar DeRozan, Jimmy Butler. Paul George, Paul Pierce, 2 Paul. Should they be moved up? Talk to me. Should they be moved up from their where they're at now, 11 through 15?
Yes.
This is a good group. I like this group. This group right here is probably the most balanced of the 3 groups I feel like so far. In terms of just like, it's really, because you got some two-way players here. You got Scotty. You got Paul George. You got Jimmy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and don't let Jimmy get mad. Like, we heard the T-Wolf stories. You feel me? So.
Your boy Scotty may be a little high, Tracy.
Clyde Drexler?
No. Wait. No, Scotty. Are you saying, like, where's Clyde?
Is Clyde on the list?
Yeah. There's also some mixed opinions about Clyde.
He said,
Yeah, he's. Well, maybe he's not actually. Well, we'll get there. But for now,
you saying Scotty is too high?
Scotty's 11. You think Scotty 101?
Lack of bag compared to, no disrespect, but the Bookers and Paul George of the world.
Bro, y'all got Dr. J in there.
You're not gonna let that go.
No, this is not my list.
Oh man,
we just reviewed it. I don't have Dr. J. He said Dr. J.
Okay, so fine. So Dr. J should be moved down. Charles should be moved down. Obviously, we mentioned both Paul George, Paul Pierce should be moved up. How do we feel about DeMar and Jimmy? That's a good matchup. There's gonna be a lot of middies in that game, but that's a very good matchup. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
You got 2 dogs. You got yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. Jimmy probably a little too high too for me personally.
That's tough. I got somebody in mind right now that I
go ahead.
Will Jimmy Butler the business, and that's Ricky Davis.
Wow.
I mean, that's just my opinion. Ricky Davis. Ricky Davis was. He was tough.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you another one.
Go ahead.
Shit, J.R. Smith.
Yeah, thank you.
J.R. Smith.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. In terms of accomplishments, JR may not be at the level, but one-on-one
game, bro.
Thank you.
tell you another one that's not
Lab
on the list.
work.
I'll
Lab
wait.
work.
I'll wait to say mines because mine's cooking a lot of these guys.
Go ahead. Wait,
I'm saying right now.
Are they on the
wait.
list?
Oh,
No, they're not
hold
on the list. They're not on the list. Tracy probably gonna say.
I got one. To me, can be top 10, 15.
Okay, I'm listening.
And he was tough. And one-on-one, because of his size and the way he know how to use his body, Jamal Mashburn, dog. Monster Mash.
Yeah.
Monster Mash.
That wasn't the Jamal I thought you were going to get ready to say, but I'm also with that, though.
Oh, that Jamal.
Yes.
That
Jamal Crawford.
Too.
Yeah.
JC?
It's so tough. It's very challenging.
Brandon Roy, bro.
Y'all are saying all the names that were unfortunately left off, but yes, Brandon Roy, J.R. Smith were the two biggest ones. Like, yes.
All right, let's go.
So what we got? What was it? 15 through 20. Scott. What number was this? No, this was 11 through 15. Scotty, Paul George, Paul Pierce, DeMar DeRozan, Jimmy Butler, 11 through 15. 16 through 20.
Go ahead and say his name because he's cooking a lot of these guys. Say this next person's name. 16
through 20. Tracy, we got Jason Tatum, Vince Carter, Zion Williamson, Penny Hardaway, and Luka Doncic. I think a lot of people are going to forget about Zion, similar to Charles Barkley, because of the height and position.
I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. That list you just named, with the exception of Zion, needs to replace the list that we just named.
Oh, flip-flop them?
Yeah. That group, to me, Luka,
tough.
Vince, who was it?
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Penny Hardaway.
Come on, bro.
Zion.
What we doing?
Zion.
And who was in the last list? Jimmy Butler,
DeMar, Paul Pierce, Paul George, Scottie Pippen.
But Paul Pierce and Paul George are going to be higher, of course.
Yeah, of course. The shade to Dr. Jane Charles. The shade.
I'm not going to hold you. Jason Tatum probably top 10 on this list.
I said Jason should be closer to Book. I think wherever you have Book, you should probably have Jason Tatum. It shouldn't be.
I thought Jason Tatum was 6'10" though.
No, he made it. He cracked it.
He's 6'8". He's 6'8".
He's here. He just made it.
He was 6'10". Okay.
That changes a lot if he's in that the 6 and up with the bigs, but
he's got to be lower. He's got to drop to. He got to crack that 11, man.
Oh, so okay. You're saying he should be higher.
Yeah.
Higher.
Okay. I was gonna say lower. Ooh.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Higher. He's got to crack that 11 through 15 list.
Jason, let me ask you something. Jason Tatum or Kawhi Leonard 1-on-1, Tracy?
Talk about it.
JT. Going with JT. JT nasty, bro. JT nasty.
You hear that? You hear this? No hesitation either.
I hear it. And like,
hey,
I hear it.
My little bro. Hold on, man. My little bro nasty too. That's his side. You know.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. Both
from Atlanta. Yeah.
Both. But I understand it, right? The idea of 1-on-1, of course. But Kawhi's defensive ability, and again, Kawhi can still score. Like he might not be like the smooth with it the same way these other guys are, but Kawhi, some tell me he's gonna be able to hold his own. And because Kawhi, you can make the case. I don't know, 5 is kind of.
It's certain guys. I just think it's certain guys are more like you got the NBA crop, and then you got like guys that can go to the park and the street, and then you got guys that can do both. Like, you know, Kawhi just fits that more NBA crop of scorer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's and like this. How do you feel about Zion in this group? Like he's probably one of like just two true bigs, quote unquote.
Yeah, he will be a tough cover because his size and strength. You know what I mean? But you know, these guys are such smart basketball players. He's just gonna have to be a brute because you ain't about to shoot no jumpers and win.
Of course.
And so they'll get smart and make him work.
I mean, but I mean, he was putting up good numbers against like bigs, you know, and so now to know that it would be at somewhat of a level playing field height wise, he might. I mean, I don't know. You know, these other guys can get busy
Well,
and shoot stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he has the advantage of his bigs.
Yeah,
You know, he's shorter, he's quicker, right? So he has much more. Just like I always say, people be telling me that the dream was a center. It's like, nah, man, he's a power forward to me because he's shorter than, you know, and more agile than all the centers that he faced. Dream is probably an inch taller than I am. And he was going up against, you know, the Pat Ewans and these guys that are big and slow, where he has a soccer background and his footwork was impeccable, and you know, he's just quicker than these guys. So that gave him the advantage. But Zion will be a tough cover. I don't want to, you know, shoot that down. He'll be tough.
Of course, and I'm glad you mentioned Hakeem too. You know, when we shift gears to the 600 and up group, I think you'll like where we had him. But for 16 through 20, we had JT, Vince Carter, Zion Williamson, Penny Hardaway, and then Luka Doncic. All right, so 21 through 25. All right, here we go. 21, we got Dominique Wilkins. All right, 22, Grant Hill. 23, Elgin Baylor. 24, George Gervin. 25, Alex English.
Like Alex.
We got some OGs in this group.
I like the OGs in this group. Take Grant Hill out of there though. Grant Hill can't be.
You're saying you move him higher, just to be clear, right? You move him higher.
Got to be higher. Yes, Grant Hill is way higher. I
like this group. This group very underrated. Now that I think about it, this group is very underrated.
I do like the group. Oh man, dang.
Yeah, this group. This this is maybe for the historians, but this one is like, if you know kind of thing. Because Nick was putting up some numbers. You know, like this.
Baylor was.
People got to educate themselves on what.
No, I said Baylor was tough, but like I said, it's you got NBA.
I'm holding back because there's a player that I have in mind, and I know he's got to be on this list. He has to be on this next five.
You don't know.
So I only thing I would change out of this, Grant Hill has got to be higher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a toss up, but Grant Hill is definitely higher. But let's move on to the next
for sure. I got you. So these next 26 through 30. All right, rounding off 6'4" through 6'8". We got 26 Joe Johnson.
All right, so
Bradley Beal, Klay Thompson, Gary Payton, and Jamal Crawford.
What? Jamal Crawford, 30? Come on, man.
That's tough. It's tough.
That's disrespectful. That's what that is. That ain't tough. That's disrespectful.
It's tough. It's
and it's disrespectful that y'all don't have Jerry Stackhouse in there in that top 30.
Well, again, going back to the beginning, we would love to have everyone in this, but unfortunately,
Klay Thompson is not a one-on-one player.
Do you mind saying that one more time?
Klay Thompson is not a one-on-one player.
I appreciate that. I'm going to make sure to have that on a loop for a couple of people that told me I was wild when I said that. So it means a lot to me to know that you're also saying that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tracy.
He's not a one-on-one player. He shouldn't be on this list. I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. I personally.
Listen, again, no shade to Klay because he's a bad boy. But we're talking one-on-one basketball. I don't think Klay Thompson is not a one-on-one basketball player.
I don't know.
And there's nothing wrong with that statement at all. Because to your point, you're not taking anything away from Klay. But for this conversation, one-on-one, it's, and I would love to have Klay on my team, but just go get a buck?
Yeah,
that's not the same thing.
I ain't gonna hold you. There's some players on this list. It's cool.
There's a lot of question marks on this list.
It's a lot of question marks. I'm gonna say a player that y'all. I'm gonna say a player that y'all probably think I'm crazy, but cook a lot of these guys. Nick Young, like
I thought about him too.
Nick Young is getting busy in one-on-one. Like it's serious. Like it's not like it's serious. Like he's one of those guys that like he's going to work on a lot of these guys. Like when we just talk about one-on-one offensively, like it was serious.
Man, even going back to the 6'3" and under, man, Mike James, bro. Mike James is tough too, one-on-one. My goodness. Skip to my Lou.
Yep. He was also talked about. He was also. It's tough. We only get 30. Okay, we only get 30. That's the problem. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing, right? I think that's what makes these lists so special.
All right,
the fact that it's 30. You know.
So Tracy, we need your top 5, 6'4" to 6'8". I mean, this is pretty
one-on-one isolation. One-on-one players.
One-on-one.
MJ, Cole, me, Melo, and
the fifth one is always the toughest.
I'm going with G Hill.
Oh, that's a jump.
I'm going with G Hill.
Okay, over D Wade, James Harden, Book,
Paul George,
Paul Pierce.
I don't
I don't know what you just said, Ahmad, but
I don't know about that. I don't know about that T-back.
G Hill?
Yeah, he was cold.
Cold.
He was cold. I'm not mad about over Book, but like Paul George and James Harden.
Over Paul George, yes. G Hill.
Over James Harden too? One-on-one?
Yes.
Man.
Over D Wade.
That's tough.
Over D Wade.
That's tough, Tracy.
That's heavy. And again, shout out to Grant. Shout out.
Hold on, bro.
But this group got some heavy hitters. I'm with you. Grant should be moved up, but top 5? You only get 5?
Yeah, Grant was cold. He was like LeBron before LeBron, low key. Like,
but James Harden. But James Harden is.
Forgot about G Hill. Come on, man.
Have we forgot about Houston James Harden? That's what
Tracy,
I would say.
Tracy, I'm just not.
I would say
it's hard. I would say like
we talking everybody at their peak.
Let me ask you this: the rules help James Harden be James Harden because you couldn't really contest his threes or it was a foul.
Mm-hmm.
In our era, those calls he was getting, those wasn't fouls, bro.
True.
Those wasn't fouls.
I'm with you on that.
I mean, think about it. Dribble, step back 3. You don't think a smart defender can guard that?
But you know what, though, to James's point, that is a skill, right? The idea of being able to draw fouls.
I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying a lot of his points came from fouls. When it actual getting buckets, I'm talking about actual getting buckets. He probably, if let's say he didn't get those foul calls, James probably averaged 18 points.
Come on, Tracy.
But see, that's the $1 million question, though. That's no. I hear you, but that's the $1 million question. But that's the $1 million question.
But before those fouls, he would average about 18, 19 points.
Before analytics was happening, his first couple of years with the Rockets, he was putting up like 25. That was before like the massive analytics wave, though.
And G Hill was putting up 28.
Yeah, G Hill.
Yeah, true.
No, and no threes.
I don't know if he's being Paul George. No shade.
No threes.
Grant Hill was tough.
5 is very high. That's all I'm saying.
Bucket getter, no threes, bro. This is going to get it.
Yeah, I respect it.
I'm
not mad at it.
5 is high.
And what James did in Houston was phenomenal. I mean, he's putting up some video game numbers. But I'm saying
he got a boost for the era.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm with you.
I respect that. But a lot of guys got boosters for different eras. So we go back talk about Wilt Chamberlain. Like
we about to
8 teams. Like it's you can say that about a lot of different eras. But I feel you. I respect.
Yeah, I respect it. All right, so we got him.
But y'all don't like it.
Oh yeah, I respect y'all. I don't like it. It's 2 different things. I respect your opinion, of course.
Y'all like it.
I mean, I'm agree with it.
So hold on. Who are you taking in that 5th spot? Do you like the 4 guys?
Yeah, of course. I'm good with those 4. I'm not.
Who would you take in that 5th spot?
I'm probably taking D Wade. Honestly.
Okay. Who you got, Liz?
I got Paul George. Because he does everything well. That's why. Paul George. I mean, to Ahmad's point, he mentioned D Wade. So the lack of shooting comparison, the height, right? I mean, Paul George checks off pretty much every single box in this conversation. And again, I mean, we still talking about D Wade. If someone want to go with D Wade, that's not crazy. But Paul George, very few flaws. And it was like that with pretty much everyone on this list. But it ain't too many things that Paul George in this list.
Probably D Wade, Paul George, James Harden probably be before Grant Hill.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
But I'm not mad at it.
Tracy, you played,
so yeah. But he played though, so I mean, I can't.
Mind you, these James Harden 6'4", D Wade 6'4".
Yeah,
D Hill 6'8", bro.
Well, that's what I said with Paul George. They got the height, so it's I hear you on that.
With a handle, with a mid range, right to cross. Come on, hey man.
Oh yeah. We all know that famous highlight when he got busy on Scotty. That was
super athletic. Yeah.
My thing is just that five is very high. To your credit, that 4 we have in that group already.
I'm not.
Handled business. That 5 is like, okay, who's gonna be the last one to the party?
That's Tracy. That's Tracy 5. I'm not mad.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. All right. So we have your 5. All right. So moving on, 6, 9, and up. All right. So for this group, y'all, we listen out the 15. All right, 15, 6, 9, and up. All right. So Tracy, you ready?
Yes. Let's go.
Here we go.
I already know who's number 1.
I don't think you do.
No, y'all don't think you do?
I don't think you do. I don't think you do. I don't want to speak for you, Tracy, but I don't think you know who we have as the top 5, 6, 9, and up when it comes to one-on-one players.
Go ahead, Theo.
Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Giannis, and Kevin Garnett. I think Shaq is number 1 because I don't think anyone ever is beating Shaquille O'Neal in a game of one-on-one.
He's not even on this list. Get him off of this list. Get him off this list.
Tracy. Realistically, who's beating Shaq in a one-on-one?
But here's why I'm saying get him off this list, because there's a separate category.
Okay.
Back to the basket players. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta I'm talking about guys facing up. All these other guys that's on this list, they face up players. So I can't have Shaq in this.
Okay.
Shaq is out of this list right here.
No. So he gotta be somewhere. He gotta be somewhere.
We gotta have a list with back to the back.
But then that changes the whole list. Then it gets dicey. Then it can turn into all right, who's better, who can score better on the wing. All right, who can score better in a checkup one-on-one. To me, that's why, to your point, I think when you stick with the height, that makes it neutral for everybody. So if you got these 15 guys, regardless who's winning, I don't think there's anyone ever in the history of basketball that's beating Shaq with that strength and that level of dominance.
With you though.
I want you go ahead.
Shaq ain't shooting no 2s.
He doesn't have to.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. If you just gonna back me down and dunk, and I'm out here shooting 2s, I'm hot. I'm knocking you off, and then you ain't gonna be able to stay in front of me to get a basket off the dribble. You could sit there and go shoot ones all day, back me down, boom. I'm gonna hit some 2s or 3s or whatever we're going. I'm gonna
especially with Tracy McGrady's league, because you gotta get that ball up.
And I was just getting ready to say that's a very, 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 very important point here. Is we're playing make it take it, or you alternate. That's a very important point.
Make it take it. Shaq is gonna win all day. But
then we cool. Then we cool. We on the same team. All right,
that's not the rules.
All right, cool. All right, but as long as we can agree that if it's make it take it, Shaquille O'Neal is winning majority, if not all, of games of one-on-one.
When you got a shot clock and you got to play defense, it gets a little tricky.
I'm with that then. As long we on the same page then. But I think when we were originally making this list a while back, it was if it's make it take it. I think if he gets the ball one time,
Shaq will be the greatest one-on-one player of all time. If that's the case.
Pack it up. That's the part of this conversation. And again, like I said, it all depends on rules, and that's why it was important. And I appreciate you, Tracy, for explaining it early on. But just my thought process is, anytime we see those little, who wins a game of 5-on-5 or whatever team Shaquille O'Neal is on, and that's not even being like thirsty or anything like that. But these other guys, it's like, okay, maybe someone else can guard a wing. Maybe you do a switch on a point guard. Who in the hell is going to guard Shaquille O'Neal for a 48-minute ball game and be successful? Maybe someone else out there knows, not me. But if that's the case, Kevin Durant being higher is completely get it.
Keith Kloss.
Huh?
Keith Kloss will shut Shaq down.
All right.
You don't even know who Keith Kloss is.
No one. No one is stop. So wait, hold on. We have. Oh yeah. So yeah, we got KG cracking the top 5.
KG,
Kevin Garnett. You got KD at 2, LeBron, Giannis, Kevin Garnett at 5. Are you cool with that order?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm good with that. Based off of the rules that you have,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. I think the KD versus Bron 1-on-1 would be pretty fire to watch. I mean, we've seen him so many times plays. You think KD versus Giannis?
No, the Giannis versus LeBron will be
Giannis versus LeBron. That's tough. That's a lot of strength in one matchup.
Yeah.
That's a lot of strength in one matchup.
That's a lot of brute strength. Let's go. Who's on the 10? Because
10. Yeah, I got you. All right. So we got 1 through 5. We got Shaq, KD, Bron, Giannis, and then Kevin Garnett. 6 through 10. All right, coming at you. We got Hakeem. We got David Robinson. We got Karl Malone. We got Wilt Chamberlain, and then we got Joel Embiid at 10.
It's not a bad.
Yo, disrespectful.
There's a lot of post moves happening right now.
Yeah, but man, who's the 4th one?
4th one was Wilt Chamberlain. Hakeem, David Robinson, Karl Malone, Wilt Chamberlain, Joel Embiid.
I mean, no disrespect for Wilt, but he got to get out of there, bro. I'm going with give me Joker, bro. Give me Joker.
He was mentioned. He was mentioned. Even though he's not that athletic, you still got Jokic.
You don't have to be. He's highly skilled. He's the most skilled out of that whole bunch. He's the most skilled in his whole group.
Most skilled. Go ahead.
Most skilled than Hakeem and Joel? Nikola Jokic?
Skill set?
Hakeem skill set?
What they do better than him?
Well, definitely Hakeem defense. That's but offensively, right.
I'm saying what they do better than him?
Footwork.
Jokic don't have footwork?
Yeah, not like Hakeem. Not like Hakeem. And come on. I mean, you know that.
But I'm saying he has footwork.
True.
It's not like he has exceptional footwork.
Face-up game, high post, Hakeem, Jokic probably 3-pointer, passing ability. I mean, I'm not saying it's apples and oranges because Nikola Jokic is incredibly skilled. But
that's what we're talking about.
Okay. I mean, I respect it.
Who's a better passer out of all of them?
Jokic by far. Jokic by far.
You think
it's not even?
You think Nikola Jokic is more skilled than Joel Embiid?
I think he's right there.
Okay. All right.
I think he's right there. Only thing I think Joel has on him is athleticism. But skill wise, he's one of the most skilled guys we've seen at that height.
Man, Joel Embiid, 7 foot
monster,
doing moves like Kobe. I don't know, man. It's tough. That's tough.
You see some of the moves that Jokic does on the post?
Yeah.
What he was doing? Come on, bro.
It's tough.
Yeah, he got the, you know what I'm saying? Joel got that, that shimmy, but
Joel he can pull up, right? Like that's not like at that size to be able to get busy at the second level of the basketball court and pull up. He's already a monster on the low block, but to know like, all right, he might just come down and just,
Yeah. And what will Jokic do? Pull up right in your grill piece.
With that form. With that form.
What?
Okay. All right. So we got the last 5. Here we go. Last 5. 6 on up. We got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We got Larry Bird. We got Anthony Davis. We got Moses Malone. And we got Dirk Nowitzki.
You said Moses Malone?
Yes, sir. We already mentioned Karl. We got Kareem at 11, Larry at 12, AD 13, Moses Malone 14, Dirk Nowitzki rounders us off at 15.
Somebody got to come off this list, bro. Because
for
John Kemp, man.
Ooh.
Sean Kemp.
One-on-one though?
Huh?
I said one-on-one though?
So listen, guys used to be scared to guard Sean Kemp in the All-Star game. Terrified. I heard this from players themselves. Like nobody wanted to guard him in All-Star games. He put that type of fear in guys because his athleticism, his strength. So yeah, one-on-one, Sean Kemp needs to be on this list.
I'm not mad at that.
Do you feel like the comparisons in a way between Sean Kemp and Blake Griffin are somewhat accurate? Like, do you think there's some sense of okay?
No, I think that's accurate. I do.
This okay. So what about Larry and Kareem? And I guess even Dirk for that matter, because I think when it comes to agility and being mobile enough to quick.
I just don't like to include the big guys that play their
Big.
back to the basket in this
Right.
list. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's just it's a bad comparison when you have players like KG and Larry Bird, Bron, like these. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get it, but I felt in the back of my mind it's like we also can't have a list where Kareem isn't on it, if that makes sense. Like
That's why we got to create a separate list.
Right.
Basket players one-on-one.
Yeah, but then I mean, I'm not mad at it.
I'm saying we got the classes. Why can't we have a back to the basket class? We got high classes. They fit in that.
Yeah. I mean, is AD too low? Should AD be with the KGs and the Giannis of the world? Because we got him at 13. We got Giannis and KG at 4 and 5. And some may make the case that those three
most skilled. Yeah.
You choose which one.
He's highly skilled. He's one of the most skilled big men that we've seen through our league. I think he deserves to be, based off of his skill set, he definitely deserves to be higher.
Okay. Not bad at it.
Based off skill set.
Yeah. And go ahead.
When we're talking skill, I wouldn't put him one-on-one, but if we're going to create a list with guys with the back to their basket, man, I got a couple guys that can be that can be a really good list for us. You got Elton Brand, you got Al Jefferson, you got Yao Ming, you got Jermaine O'Neal. Like these guys back to the basket. Pat Ewing.
Yep, Pat Ewing's on this list. But let me throw a couple of names out there for you. Let me know your thoughts on them. All right. Number 1, Boogie Cousins.
Oh, before the Achilles.
Sacramento Boogie, yeah.
Woo. Tough.
Nasty.
Tough.
And then another, speaking of Sacramento, Chris Webber.
Tough. Another one that's tough.
It's challenging. We got
Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh. Man, you know who we left out of the 6'4" group?
Who?
Mitch Richmond, bro.
Yeah.
Mitch the Rock Richmond.
Unfortunately, like there's not in like an honorable mentions list.
Yeah.
But I think the real are going to know that there were some names that, again, should have at least be mentioned, but you get 30 is 30. It's challenging to get them.
Yeah.
But a name that's not on here, and I want to hear your thoughts, and this is probably the last person, all right, is Tim Duncan. Do you feel that he should be at least mentioned when it comes
to the basket?
Back to the basket. Again, he back to the basket, Tim Duncan would be in my top 5. He would be in my top 5.
Okay, yeah, and I agree too. I think similar to like the Tim Duncan and Klay Thompsons, we have to understand what the conversation is we're having, one-on-one, right? Like face up, score, all that. Those two guys they're winners, but
yeah, like that's why Cream, these guys, Will, Shaq, oh man, they can't be on this list. They got to have their own category, man.
Hey, height is height. If
not mad at
but it is different. It is different though. I hear you.
Let's be smart about this. Like them guys, Shaq and KD matching up. Nah, bro, that's not a good look.
The game is a game. Sad, but unfortunate. So if you could, I mean, I know you said you kind of agree with, our list for the most part, but if you could give us your top 5 one-on-one players 6'9" and up.
KD, Bron, Giannis, give me some of the names.
Yep, KG, AD, Hakeem,
Shaq,
Dave Robinson. So so far you have KD, you have Bron, you have Giannis. That's 3.
AD and KG.
Anthony Davis and then Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. You like skill. You like skill. And I'm mad at it. I'm going right. It's all right. You like skill.
That matters a lot in one-on-one.
Yeah.
That matters a lot in one-on-one.
Oh man. I get it. For the record, I understand it. I agree with it. But also the point of one-on-one, just like any competition, putting the ball in the hoop.
For sure.
And
again, there are some guys we can name guys that are not on this list. I just want to throw another one out there, like Cuttino Mobley. Tough one-on-one. Tough. Cat was a tough guard.
Yeah. The Latrell Sprewell. Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, if there's any, like, at this point, we've ran through the 75, but if there's any names that you feel should have been mentioned or like people either should highlight even more, feel free to run them off. If there's any that kind of come to your mind. But I think even still, we named a good amount outside of our 30.
Yeah, no, it was a good list.
Yeah.
And of course, you can always come up with some names that we feel that can be on that list. It's a lot of guys, a lot of talent out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, I respect the list. I just think with the big man, when we're talking Shaq, Kareem, and those guys, they need to have their own category.
Agreed.
No, I
but
respect
yeah,
that.
this was fun. It was a good list.
For sure. So the last overall list, or if you will, if you don't mind.
Yes,
combining everybody, right? 6'3" and below, 6'4" through 6'8". Yeah, you know what's coming. I love the reaction already.
Put them on a hot seat.
6'8", 6'9" and up. I need you to name your top 5 one-on-one players of all time, regardless of height. Yeah, and this isn't I know it's tough.
That's
75 though. Nothing is impossible.
I'll take a crack at it. Kobe, MJ, KD, bro.
We're almost there.
Melo.
Mm. One more.
And the Maxter. I got to put myself in there.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, if you want to throw yourself in there,
I'm not mad.
Please do.
But I'll take myself. So that's my list with me in there. I take me out, and it's hard to have a top 5 without an AI and a Kyrie on that list, bro.
Yeah.
But damn, I still got Giannis out there. And I don't see nobody stopping him.
No. At all. Well, you did give us your 5. You did give us your 5, including yourself. So that there is a 5. So definitely, again, man. Yeah, I'm about to say I definitely respect the list. But definitely, of course, appreciate you for pulling up, on No Pump Face. Is there any final words or anything that you want to mention or talk about to wrap up the episode, man? It was a fun recording, man. It was a good episode. Serious dialogue.
Fun, man. It's we brought something out different, and I could appreciate that, and I had a lot of fun with that. But OBL, man, I just want to let all the real hoopers out there know, and even the underground leagues that they have, the trenches, the dungeon, all these leagues that are out there. I am providing OBL for you guys, this platform, for you hoopers that you ever been doubted, counted out, and, not really given that opportunity to showcase your skill set. OBL is where it's at. I want to give y'all this platform so you can leave a legacy for your family. You could build that, right? This is what I am creating. This is going to be a big league. This is going to grow into something that's global. And it's for all you leagues out there, man. Come be a part of OBL. It's only going to, bring more opportunities as you allow guys that are playing in your league come to OBL, to this platform, because now we can find out how you created your league, how you started this, right? Make a name for yourself. And then and what I'm saying is those opportunities will come because more light will be shined on your organization. That's why I'm doing this, bro, because it's just too much of the untapped talent out there. And I think, these guys are so good and so skilled that they need to be on a big platform to really display their skill set and show the world, who they are and what they could do with that basketball in their hands. And that's why I'm creating this, man. So shout out to everybody that's going to be involved in OBL. Shout out to Slam for being a part of this, and you guys, helping me get the word out. Appreciate the platform. It's been love. So I'm going to get better. I can't wait. ATL, we're coming.
For sure. And where can people get more information on it?
OBLHoops.com. And then, of course, we have our OBL social media page on Instagram, Twitter, OBL Hoops. We out here.
Yes, sir. And
Appreciate it.
again, we appreciate you, Tracy, for being on the show. No pump fakes. And just like that, y'all, we gone. Peace. What's up, y'all? It's McBee. Make sure you go follow No Pump Fakes on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.